Bam! Going line. Welcome, guys. Pro Se Lawsuit Center. I'm Coach Neighbors. Here we provide affordable lawsuit packages and legal documents, plus coaching. Okay, that was my creepy low voice. So you can handle your legal business without an attorney throwing you under the bus at any time along the way. All right. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to showcase. We're going to talk about the new product, and the new product is looking good as we looking today. I didn't say I said we. Okay, we is for all the people that's looking good. Y'all ass looking good, got your nails done, whatever. Okay, sorry. Let's just get to work. I already know we looking good. I said we again. Okay, I think I'm wearing that we shit out. So we got to move. We got to move on before we get the hell in trouble. Okay, sorry. No more we. Okay, let's go. Okay, go. So, you guys imagine this, and I don't think y'all gonna have to go too far. So just work with me on here. You spend your whole life working for a home to be able to invest in property to raise your family or to grow stuff, whatever you do with it. I'm just saying, you sign the papers, you pay the mortgage, you keep the yard cut, you keep your you jump through all the hoops so the city ain't complaining up in your face. Then one day, a letter shows up from the county, and they're saying some crap. You owe back taxes. You're late. There's fees, there's penalties added, attorney fees, and there's a lien coming. There's a lien coming, and hell, they already got the tax sale date already on the calendar because they're used to just kicking everybody's ass. And that was in the past when they kicked everybody's ass, all right? That all of this crap they're doing is a mistake. It can be fixed. Let me call them. You think that if you call and explain, they'll fix it, everything will be good. But instead, every time you call, it makes it worse. It makes it worse for them because pissing their asses off, pissing you off because they're. It makes it when they talk to you like you're stupid. I tell you, look, just pay the balance, or we're going to sell the house. File an appeal if you don't like it, if you don't agree, or whatever. Well, do not provide a finding of facts and a conclusions of law, which is the key that you need to file an appeal. They know that. They tell you that. Nothing pauses the machine. What if they say it's too late to pay because you're in default and they send your damn check back? That's happened. Now imagine this. Imagine their entire tax bill crap was built on a lie. Your private residential property was secretly reclassified in county records for the sole purpose of tax. Wait. There was another purpose for it too. We'll get to that. Your deed was registered and converted into a taxable inventory without full disclosure. They didn't tell you they were going to do that. No one ever told you that registering your deed would strip your property of private status and lock you into their unconstitutional tax RICO scheme. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it a RICO scheme. No one told you that. No one challenged the registration of your property, which violates the state property transfer statute in every damn state. Look that shit up. Look it up. Y'all don't think I know what the hell I'm talking about. Look it up. The illegal registration also allowed the first illegal lien to be on your property. No, it wasn't a tax lien, because the tax lien didn't come till later on down the road when they said you ain't paid all the increases and all their changes. And no, the illegal registration allows the illegal mortgage lien to be attached to your property. Oh, Coach, what the hell you talking about? I'm telling you right now. And you can take this as legal advice or quack advice or advice from a penis head. They call me that too. Okay, I've been called a bunch of stuff. But you know, the name calling comes when your ass can't go walk or punched in the face. You need to go sit the hell down, shut the hell up. And y'all can follow me around all you want to. Bring it. I'm going to look like a presidential cascade, whatever the hell it is, you know, driving around, because y'all ain't bothering me. I got a badge. I got a badge somewhere. I got a badge right here. You know, when I was young, they used to say, don't get in the way of old people because they don't give a crap. Well, I'm kind of old, but I don't give a crap. Okay, so the property statutes for transferring your property in every state mandate that your deed is supposed to be delivered, and yada yada yada. It's not conveyed until it's, you know, but that's not what they do. They do what they call their constructive registration, and a constructive registration means that look that shit up. It means that they're not going to talk about your property status before they're illegally registered in their system. Okay, they're never going to bring that up again. It's not private property anymore. Okay, now it's property reflected by one of their three classifications, you know, which is generally agricultural, commercial, or residential. And residential actually means it's the property of a government official. I'm just throwing that on the table, okay, because I've done my work home. Okay, so think about it like this. If there were several people who own property, all of those people would have to be present to sign that lien against the property. So the fact that the alleged lender accepted the signature from y'all happy asses proves that y'all own that shit already. And it's going to take like 10 more videos to explain that shit down, but just work with me here, okay? Because I play football in college and I box, and those are two things not smart people do. So I like to keep this shit simple so I can keep up. Oh, okay, so if you owned it already, then how? Okay, so let me put it to you a different way, because maybe you can understand it more this way. If your deed was not illegally registered in their office, would they be able to verify there was a lien? There was a mortgage lien against your property? Took too long. Would they be able to verify there was a mortgage lien against your property if your deed wasn't registered in their office? Oh, well, the way that works is when you sign the alleged contract that didn't have any signatures on it from the bank when you left the table. When you sign that contract or the lien or the mortgage, whatever the hell, all the shit they did the stuff with, Okay, when you sign that and left the table, they stamp pay to the order of on it, turned it into a security, and process it through the Federal Reserve. Okay, but the signature that caused the stuff was yours, the first one on the thing down here, the one that you, and then after you left the table, they did all this other stuff. There never was a lender. There never was any lender. All these bar attorneys that run the title office and the bar attorneys that run all of the stuff to have this program structured just the way it is. And once they get once your deeds registered in the Register of Deeds office, and this is my professional opinion, that's where it's sent out on the computer to all of the realtors, all of these people that have been tromping on your property, taking pictures, and not only does it go there, it also goes to other countries. Coach, how's it? Come on now. Yeah, work with me. It goes to other countries. Once it gets put in the Register of Deeds associations, whatever, then that corporation is connected with the land bank. Oh, there's a land bank? Come on now. Y'all ask Google that shit. There's a damn land bank. What's the land bank for? Oh, what the hell does it sound like? The land bank allows people in other countries to connect to it to help pay for the property that was stolen already. That's just how I got it worked up in my head. I'm sure if y'all talk to the white people or the black people or the Mexicans, I think it's white people probably. No offense. No offense against any. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The white people who run shit. Why don't we just put it there? Okay, because that cuts out a whole bunch of white people. Okay, we need we need to get out the white people. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. So this residential property tax fraud lawsuit package is not a coupon. Okay, it ain't a damn payment plan. You ain't begging them for shit. This is a full legal attack on fraud underneath the tax bill. Okay, you jumping the ass at the gate. Y'all, if you've been following me, y'all know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the gate. You jumping the ass at the gate. At the gate. All right. So before you jump the ass at the gate, all right, I learned in sports from some coaches that taught some bad. You got to be able to see. Winners see the beginning and they see the end. And then they have to do whatever the hell it takes in the middle to make that shit work. At the gate, we jumped the ass at the gate, not for what they did. We jumped the ass at the gate for why they're able to do what they did. Oh, damn. Now, that makes everybody's shit the same. Come on now. Unless you got criminal and civil, that's it. Everybody's shit is the same because, and even with criminal and civil, it's still the same because they're dragging your ass in administrative court with these rules from that they made up at each place or whatever. Jumping the ass at the gate. So here you go. Think about this. What could you spend that money on that they've been extorting from you for property tax every year? What can you spend that money on? Have you been saving that shit up all year long, living like, like a white Okay, so now I'm having the white people on the top, and okay, never mind. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, because I ain't talking shit. Everybody's getting jacked the same way. It don't matter what color you are. I'm sure of that. I'm positive of that. Until you get here and start doing something about it. Now, what could you spend that money on? What could you spend that money on? Would you stress any less if you could crush their illegal tax scheme at the gate? Oh, we back to the damn gate. Mm-hmm. Would you sleep? Would you sleep any? Would you stress any less if you could kick their at the gate? Oh, I'm just gonna wait. I'm still no. What could you spend that money on? Do you have the money to spend? Are you thinking about spending the money that you saved on last year's taxes? And you don't have enough to pay that shit off, and they still come with some more that they increased this year. Uh, you know, maybe you already paid years of illegal property taxes and got sick or had to get divorced or had to do something and got behind 1 month. Oh, wait. No, you didn't get behind because you got screwed at the gate. Okay, I'm about to get stuck at the. I can't wait to get off the. Okay, never mind. We're going. We're going. Maybe you're in foreclosure right now. Maybe it's a tax lien foreclosure. Maybe it's an HOA foreclosure. Maybe it's a judicial foreclosure. Maybe it's a non-judicial. Maybe it's a lien foreclosure HOA. It don't matter. This product will wipe all of that out. And we got 2 packages now. We're talking about the residential package now. Bam! Bam! Sorry, I got to show my nails off. There's 2 lawsuits in it. We might get to that if I. Okay, maybe you're terrified at the next certified letter that you think is, or maybe it's that knock on the door. Maybe you're freaked out about that knock on the door. You know what? You're not crazy for feeling that way. You're not crazy. You are not crazy for feeling that way because the system is designed to make your asses feel powerless, like you have no option. They want you to believe that there's no way out. Pay or lose your house. You got screwed when you bought it. I guess I figure you need to get screwed when. No, you don't. You don't have to go that route. I guess those are the only 2 choices that they offer. My light, one of my lights just burned out. It's getting hot. Okay, it's getting hot in here. Ain't nothing on fire yet though, so I don't care. I'm gonna keep on going. If the place catch on fire, I'm not running out here until my tie. I don't even care about my shirt, but my tie is really expensive. Okay. Well, maybe I should get my dog first. Well, I got my tie around my neck, so as long as my dog don't get hair on my tie. Okay, sorry. Y'all ass knows that I'm willing to do whatever it takes. They know that shit too. That's why they follow me around doing it. I know, and then I'm supposed to be scared. I ain't doing shit illegal. Well, they might say that I'm jamming up the United States. Yeah, the corporation assholes that's been stealing and throwing everybody under the bus. That's my therapy. All right, that's what I'm saying. Their choices do they do offer to refuse to accept your payment after you're in default. So that's a third choice. Yeah, they do not have to accept your payment after you're in default. They don't. And I don't. Why would they? Why the hell would they accept your payment after default when they can send your little check ass back to you and take the whole property, keep all of what you paid already for however how many years, keep that shit and sell your shit again. So wait, they're getting the money to keep that shit, they sell it again, and then before they do all that, they write it off their taxes. They do the check down over there, and then they write it off their taxes and claim it on their check down. It's like they're getting paid 97 damn times. 87. Anybody want to argue with that could come to the show and explain it. Anybody that, you know, that's gonna, you know, that's they don't have to do shit. And if they take your money, if they accept the payment after default, most of the time you end up in the same position. After a couple of months, they'll send your stuff down the street to their buddies and let their buddies take over the foreclosure of the shit right where it left off at. When you can see, the problem is once your ass in default, you need a whole new contract, because if you pay them after you're in default, they're going to take that money and say it's money you owe them, and here's the rest of the balance that you couldn't come up with, and send your shit off to them other people. I don't know. They're going to tell them all the truth. It doesn't really matter, because the other people are in on it too. And then they pick up where they left off at without even notifying you. I've been helping a lot of people. The real-time feedback has helped us put together a pretty badass program right here, in my opinion. And I got bad. And that ain't all. I got a magnifying glass too. Mm-hmm. I had to look at some little ass shit. So now you can challenge the registration and sue them for the real estate deed fraud. Real estate deed fraud, that's what it's called when they don't do what they're supposed to do with the deed, when they're supposed to do what they do. Then they do this other shit they do and do this other stuff they did. They do the did stuff. Okay, come on. Y'all need to keep up with me here. Okay, this lawsuit package will help you challenge the entire property tax scheme in federal court. Okay, in federal court. That's what the residential park, was supposed to do. We crushed the state court process, okay, because at Pro Se Lawsuit Center, we ain't arguing, we ain't litigating shit in state court, because state court operates off of statutes and codes that aren't valid laws. So, and we just gonna crush that process, and then hop our ass over and file in federal court and serve these people. And then watch them squirm, because they can't respond to anything that we file in the state court level. They can't respond to anything that we file that you get from winningcourtnow.com because they can't respond to federal case law with statutes and codes. Bam. We want, but you know what? We want them to not be able to respond. So we file something. And what we filed is the counterclaim. And we figured out how to do that. We add their asses to the counterclaim as plaintiffs, and then you file that counterclaim right in there. You add all their parties. You add the state or the federal government. You add the government. You add the judge who's getting paid by the state. It's clearly a conflict of interest. And add the attorneys, and you just add them all to their own stuff in the counterclaim, $200 million counterclaim. And it's in the package. It's in the package. And now you're going after them for the money. It's the first time you get your money. You get a chance to get your money, bam, on the table in the counterclaim. And then you still got some other stuff to do. That's just jamming them for your money in their neighborhood. They never gave you full disclosure. They knew that if you understood that the registration would change the legal status of your property, that you would have never agreed to it. So they skipped the hearing, they skipped the judge, they skipped all that shit. They made this nice little thingy going on over her. They indoctrinated us to believe a whole bunch of shit our whole life. They treated your home like commercial inventory and dropped it into their tax category fee that feeds their budget. I'm sure it feeds some other stuff too. But I'm just going to stick with the budget. That's real estate deed fraud and illegal property tax extortion. When the recorder of deeds and related officers fail to deliver the deed the way the property transfer statute requires, it turned into real estate deed fraud. That's it. It's real estate deed fraud. Okay, now I want to be clear. Statutes and codes are not valid laws. They don't have enacting clauses, titles, or bodies. They're not shit that we have to follow. These statutes and codes are put in place for these assholes over here to follow to make it fair for us. And they switch that shit around and are shoving it down our throat, or somebody's throat, not mine anymore. And they did. My throat. Yeah. Y'all see what I'm saying? But now we got people that's teaching everybody how to do the shit they're at. So they everybody in on that's, I think they call that RICO. Yeah, you get to address this, and when they use the constructive delivery and the hidden system instead of the proper delivery, they're converting your rights and taking control of your property without your informed agreement, consent, without your authority. So the lawsuit calls this, they call it real estate deed fraud and violation due process and the constitutional protections. The Constitution does not allow direct tax on private property without appropriation. Well, everybody shit has to be the same. I looked the word up. I looked it up. I worked in my home. But yet you got counties that are doing it precisely that, using the registration tricks and the quite sneaky reclassification bullshit to this lawsuit gives you the legal power and the coaching, and the structure to say no more. And this is priced cheaper than I had it. And we have two separate packages now. We got a commercial property tax package with all of the double fire in it that comes with the tanks and the burning gases that burn shit. And then we got this one right here that just comes with the burning gases that burn shit. Oh. The players will not use administrative game tricks to trip you up using this package. Mm-hmm. Now, what you get when you pick up this, oh, wait. Let's just do screen share. And then, look, I got some people. We'll do a screen share, then I'll come back and, because I need to. Okay, let's do screen share. Bam! Right there, right there, right there. Residential property tax fraud lawsuit. Now, this one has a lot of the same document that's in the commercial, so it's not anything totally new. We just changed the documents around so we can have a lower price point one for residential, and then we have a different one for commercial. Now, the commercial package is totally different. There's probably double the documents in the commercial. The commercial package also has like the corporate tax evasion lawsuit package and counterclaim for corporate tax evasion and different things. So this package has a document we already been using. There's a couple of documents that's kind of been upgraded in it, but it's kind of been separated over for residential, and as opposed to the corporate. So we're asking a little bit less for it. But the power that you got in here, expose illegal registration, unlawful declassification, and stop the tax foreclosure before the county can steal your home. Use this federal strategy to protect your property investments and compel officers, officials, and these people to comply with the Constitution. And this is designed for pro se fighters who refuse to be taxed out of their homes. And so what you get here is this is the upgraded inventory challenge property tax lawsuit document. So you get to challenge the property tax law right there. And then down here, you got the 42 USC 1983 foreclosure defense lawsuit document. And we added that for the tax people that are in foreclosure, because some people don't understand. It doesn't matter what kind of foreclosure you're in, any of these documents will stop it. The credit card, the top property tax, doesn't matter. But we ain't trying to have nobody worried. So we got both of these in there. You can go after them for the property tax, and then you can go after them for the foreclosure. You can go after them for the foreclosure at the foreclosure, and then you can go after them for the property tax that you paid for 100 years or down the road. Or maybe you're not in foreclosure. You just want to jam their ass up with the property tax so you can send that property tax money over to me as a donation every. Okay, now I got a badge. Okay, my badge is not making me look good right now. Okay, never mind. Anyway, forget about the last one. Just invest the $3.99 for the package, and that'll be it. And you'll get everything that we got going on right here. And the first 5 people that invest in this package will also get, and I'm saying this today, this is 12. This is 12/11, 2025. So at 12:21 in the morning. So for the first 5 people, or the first 5 people, they're also going to enjoy the fraudulent conveyance lawsuit package that has the documents in it that you need to cloud your title to make your property toxic, so these people won't want to be playing around in your backyard or your house or in your front yard or looking at stuff. And this is a little bit of information that we put together. Now, one of the things that we always do now is the counterclaim strategy. The counterclaim strategy is so badass. And you can use the counterclaim strategy even if you're not using my stuff. The counterclaim strategy, anytime anybody files something against me and trying to drag my happy ass in court, I'm going to counterclaim their ass with the RICO shit or counterclaim them with whatever I got. And when you counterclaim them, you will add the players, the state, the government, the judge, the prosecutor. You add them all to the counterclaim for $200 million, and then you file it in the case. You don't have to serve their ass. You don't have to pay. You don't have to do all of oh yeah. And now they're litigating the case. They can't represent themselves. They can't litigate a case. They're putting to. They can't represent each other. They can't represent other members from their law. And if you wanted to be ass about it, that you can add the State Bar Association to it. Bam! And that's the total check down on the check down. And I don't know how they would get from underneath that. Oh wait, I do know that we did that in the case with my sister and her foreclosure, and they didn't get underneath it. So from underneath it, that was underneath it. Okay, so here you go. This is just a rundown of what you get. The results you can demand. I think the number one thing here is to get your deed delivered. So I need to go back and add that in there. That's the number one thing. Get your deed delivered. What do you want? I want my deed delivered. I want it now. I want to remove all the information removed from your whatever. I want to remove from the land bank, from the Register of Deeds Association. I want to remove from all of that shit. And then I need y'all happy asses to contact the credit reporting agencies and clean up my credit and shit and take all that crap off of there. And then they need to send me a box of steaks from Chicago Steakhouse every other month. So this package there, most people are going asking them for shit, or most people go in and want to get their name off the tax scroll or whatever. Getting your deed out of their office is the only thing that I think is worth the shit. The rest of that shit that you do. I have people tell me, "Oh, coach, I filed that stuff and then I didn't get a tax bill the next year. I'm so happy. It's been 2 years. I ain't got a tax bill. You got your damn deed? No. Okay, go sit the hell down and get out of my face. I'm sorry. I'm happy for you that you're not getting the tax, but the tax bill gonna come back. I don't know. I'm thinking. Okay, and they didn't clean up your credit. They didn't give you your deed. They're still making you pay the mortgage. Okay, you get your deed out of their office. You get their deed unregistered, and how they're going to prove that there's a mortgage loan, lien, loan, whatever, against your property? I don't know. Oh, and there's our property tax workshop. We might as well just click on that while we just right down this hole on our way to China. This is for the commercial property tax workshop that we're having this Saturday. Yep, December 13th. And this is fire. This is gonna be fire out the hole right now. I think this is why they follow me around. No. Ah, now just to make sure for the people who are doing the check down, okay, there's no difference theoretically. There's no difference between this one and this one. The only different tax situation dealing with a higher number and then you need to also have the lawsuit to stop you from going to jail for corporate income tax evasion. That's like the biggest difference here. The corporate income tax evasion lawsuit, counterclaim, demand to, you have a whole set of documents to crush the corporate tax evasion shit. And so that's kind of how. And then I added some extra stuff in there too, so people can have fun. And we have a infomercial video right there on the front. Going live. Welcome to Stream Tonight, everybody. Yeah, we got things. We've been working on some stuff over here. Pro Se Lawsuit Center. Our job is to provide you with the affordable firepower you need to get the stuff done, to stop the court process without an attorney. Oh, wait, attorney's not going to help me do that. Oh, sorry, I got carried away. Yeah, and for you guys to notice, I do know some shit. The pink rush, and you know, we got a little story. I was getting my nails done, and the Asian lady that was doing my nails was talking to me. She had a mask on, so I could barely understand it anyway. Yeah, mask. And then so. You guys can go and check out the story. Okay, so okay. Yeah, property tax fraud, a lawsuit package already available. Amen. I didn't know. I didn't know what you mean when your home is already available. Everybody's home is already available. Now, the other thing that you guys can do to protect your property is to invest in the fraudulent conveyance lawsuit package that has, if you're already in court, you need the judicial notice of fraudulent conveyance and the judicial notice of less pendants. And those are designed to be filed right in your case, which is pretty badass. Then you can use the notice of less of fraudulent conveyance and a notice of less pendants to place in the public record. So it makes your property toxic, so other people are not going to be in a big ass hurry to try to. Okay. Uh, let's- I'm about to beam myself up to Starship Enterprise. Then one of my lights break. It got too hot in here tonight talking about. So if you mean if they already took your shit, then you need to get the RICO package and go after them, or any of the packages. We use fraudulent concealment, which in all of our stuff, which is a legal document that those limitations. So, uh, it told statute of limitations, and it's a federal legal doctrine that tolls. We use it as cause of action in front of the 42 USC 1983. I've been told us as a limitation. We just come in with it at the gate, and then if they want to throw it out, we just bring it back. Throw it out, we bring it back. Throw it out, bring it back. So you need to get over to the website and actually this this one right here at 399, got it's got 2 lawsuits and a demand, and it has to offer the pay letter. Offer the pay letter is how we challenge the the whole mortgage thing when you're not in default. The offer to pay letter has a statute in it that they're supposed to follow, and that's they call in the full loan amount. And that statute says that they're supposed to provide the original instrument of indebtedness in its original form before they can call in the full loan. Otherwise, they can make you pay and then sell your shit to their friends down the street. Go out and pay your friends on the other side of the street. Walk over. Mm. Hey, Frederick. What's up? That was a creepy little voice. Ain't that the truth? It addresses why they're able to screw you over like they're doing. Uh, and when you see it this way, bam, you just be like, "Oh, wait, I can come with the RICO," and seize the judge's office, all their shit, the computers, everything that had anything to do with the lies that they put on. Oh, but only the people who are crazy and have a badge. Oh, wait, I'm so sideways. Ah, only the people that are willing to do whatever it takes. Only the people, okay, who understand you don't have no damn rights. You don't. You don't have no rights. We talked about that last night. That's the biggest mistake 99% of the people that's facing this court situation bullshit. They think they have rights. Okay, so then when they teach you think you have rights or whatever, so when they trump on your rights, you're mad, and that's what you wanna talk about. Fact is, your ass only got one right. You got the right to shut the F up, okay? Let me put it nice like the white people say. No offense against white people, 'cause I know how the black people say. You got the right to remain silent. And that's pretty powerful right there. You got the right to remain silent, and anything you say will be used against your ass in a court of law. Bam. That's why I'm like, "Oh, I ain't even gonna talk over there. Get the hell out of there and go over there. They're gonna jam their ass up over there. They're trying to shit over there. They're trying over here. We ain't having this. They're over here, or none in the middle. You got the right to shut the hell up, but, people don't know that. They know that because they watch Cops. They know that but you know what? When you get pulled over by the police, people ain't stop. Uh, you got the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used against you in the court of law. They tell your ass that at the gate, but you just don't tell you till they get done getting out of you what they need. Just saying. Oh, you got no rights. You got the right to shut the hell up. You got the right hell off their property. It ain't yours. You ain't got the deed. Mm, you got a fake copy. You try to cash that in, you probably go to jail. Okay, you probably should do the program we got. We don't cash nothing in. We don't get involved in trying to get into the trust and, yeah, no, thank you. I just we're pissing them off now right here, so punch you in the face, and we learning how to get her done and have fun. That's all. Oh, thank you, Frederick. We try to bring the fire cada dia, 24/7. So tengo fuego cada dia. So yeah, we're gonna get the file loaded in that, in that web page. It's all set up and ready to go. And so people who are interested in uh, residential, first 5 people are going to be in so that I can make sure that I get 5 reviews. I would like a review when you open up the documents and look at stuff about the power that you felt you had or not. And then I would like a review when you down there, you stick the stuff like another video review, and you don't have to have your face in it. About how to react, how they took the punches. I didn't really care about the last one because I already know if you do this shit right, they're gonna make you sign a non-disclosure statement, okay? You're gonna make no and I'm fine with that because the goal is to get your teeth out of their office. That's the goal. Well, you can pay me first for it. Okay, that was close to a I. There was a me. I pay me. Okay, so you get the word checked out with the I, so you can put a me in there, and maybe be some other there's some other me on the way somewhere here. Anyway, yeah, it's getting pretty late here. It's you can't see it. I know it's late. Yeah, man, I gotta get to bed. We got something tomorrow. Remember what it is. I'll get back to you. Your badge. I don't remember. Alright. You guys should go over there and get that package. The residential property tax lawsuit package has been reduced. Like, oh, it's fire. Oh, I get to do some more work, right? You gotta work more. Yeah, okay. Later, guys.